Hey y'all, and welcome to my math classroom. So today we're going to be talking about how functions can relate to the different sports we play. So in order to do that, we need to go play some sports. So first, I'll meet you out at the tennis courts, and do not forget to bring your racket. See you there. Hey guys, I'm glad to see you made it out on the court with me. So the next clip you're going to see is a slow motion video of me serving the tennis ball, and it's going to be in a linear fashion. Now if you're doing this on your own, you can go ahead and do the same thing and just record the video of you serving the ball. So I hope you like the video, and next time I'll see you, we'll be back in the classroom. See you there! Hey, I'm glad to see you're back. I hope you had a lot of fun out on that tennis court. I know I did. But now that we're back, let's see if we can find the equation of our linear function of me serving or you serving. So, as you can see behind me, here's the person serving, which is me. And this is how high my racket is when I hit the ball. So I hit the ball in a linear all the way down to where the tennis ball lands in the box. So I drew a line from the top all the way to the bottom, and that's going to represent our linear function. Now, in order to find the equation of our linear function, we need to know the slope and we need to know 2 points. So let's pick out 2 points that we're going to use. So when looking at this coordinate plane and looking at my graph, I'm going to choose a point that lies pretty much on one of the tallies so that it's easy to know where it lands, as well as, easier numbers to use. So I'm going to choose this point here. Now this point is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and -1. So this point is going to be 6, -1. So that's one of the points we're going to use. Now let's find another point. So let's look on this side. So let's see, let's see. This point lines up relatively well with our axes. So this point is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But remember, it's -6 because we're going to the left. So this point is going to be -6, 1. So now we need to use these points to try and find our slope. So I'm going to have you do this on your own, and I want you to use these points, find the slope, use one of the points, and find the equation of the line. If you have any questions, feel free to come back and I'll show you how to do it. Alright, so I hope you guys were able to use the 2 points we found from looking at the linear graph and use those points to find the slope, and then use one of the points in the slope to find the equation of the line. If not, I'll explain how to do it right behind me. So on the board, I have 2 of the coordinate points we chose from looking at the graph. So I'm going to use these points to find the slope. Now we define slope as change in y over change in x. So we're going to label our points x1, comma, y1, and then we'll have x2, comma, y2. Now, as I said, it's change in y over change in x. So we'll have change in y, so y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now we're going to plug in our coordinate points. So we'll have y2, which is 1, minus a -1 over x2 minus x1. So -6 minus 6, which equals 2 over -12, which simplifies down to -1 over 6. So this is going to be our slope. So now we can actually write the linear equation using our slope in one of the points. So let's choose point 6, negative 1. So if we have point 6, negative 1, and we know that our slope is negative 1, 6. Now we define our slope with the letter m. So we're going to say negative 1, 6 equals m. So we're going to use the equation y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Now we're going to plug in our coordinate point, and we're going to plug in our slope to find the equation of the line. So y minus y1, so y minus y1, which will be negative 1, so y minus negative 1 equals our slope, so negative 1 over 6 times x minus x1, and then we can simplify. So y minus negative 1 is y plus 1 equals, and now we'll distribute, negative 1 over 6 x plus 1. Now we can go even further to solve for y. So we're going to subtract 1 from both sides. And we get y equals negative 1 over 6 x plus 0. Now we may notice that our y-intercept is 0. So that means our function passes through the origin. So you can actually check your work and see if your function, or the function that we had on the board with me serving the ball, passes through the origin. And if it does, that means we have the right equation. So this can be simplified to y equals negative 1 over 6x. If you would like, you could plug this function into your calculator and see if the graph that you get using this function matches the graph that I had earlier on the previous slide with me serving the tennis ball. So this is how you can find the equation of the line given 2 points. So once you have the 2 points, you need to find the slope. Then you can use the slope and 1 point to find the equation of the line. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you learned a lot about linear functions. It's great to see how math can compare to the real world, especially relating it to something you love to do. And you can definitely do that with anything that you are interested in. So I chose sports, and so next week, instead of looking at linear functions, we're going to look at quadratic functions. So I'm going to have one person tossing a ball to another person, which is going to create a parabola, which is going to be a quadratic function, and then we'll be able to find the equation using the vertex and using different points. So I hope you enjoy yourself, and if you want to learn more, feel free to come back next week. And thanks for watching. Hope to see you soon.